For real, I honestly don't know. He seemed like he would be like a one woman man, but at the same time, I heard that he was just like he was a little promiscuous out here in these streets. So Tupac seemed like the perfect baby daddy, don't he? Perfect. I don't know about like partner, husband, but he seemed like he would be a real good baby daddy. And Pop Smoke seemed like he would be a real good baby daddy, right? Yeah, right. Yup. And then Dion, he was loved. He still loved. Like, don't give me one of these Tupac shirts. Like, don't do it. I wasn't old enough to be like, ooh, that's my boo. But slowly but surely, by the time I got to high school, I was like, oh yeah, oh yeah. What millionaire that? Don't say that. Don't say what millionaire. It's a lot of millionaires that don't seem like a good baby daddy. Future, for one. I'm just saying, no, cause just cause you got money don't mean you gonna be a good parent. Tupac actually saying like he would be a good father. Like he actually spoke on that. And child, child. His kids would have been grown and off into their careers by now. When money gets involved, they don't give a fuck about no damn morals. Shoot, I would definitely care about. It's important. Like who you choose to be the father of your kids is really important. Like, are they on some bullshit? Like people really don't think about it. They just think about like what they want. Like, oh, this person is so cute. This person got money. Like, no, you actually gotta. If your child falls on the floor, is the father gonna pick them up and try to get them a band-aid? Are they gonna kiss their little knee? Like shit like that. Are they gonna humble themselves for their child? Like that seemed like the kind of person that Tupac was. Like somebody who was not too famous and too rich to be, to be sensitive, to be caring. So it's definitely a big difference. I don't care. I don't see how people like be like, oh, this person got money, ooh. Like, and then people be trying to come at you and try to impress you with money or fame. Like, nigga, if you don't take that shit somewhere else, there's somebody who give a fuck, because there's a lot of people who give a fuck. So go on with yourself, with your little broke ass. You broke in other ways. With your broke ass. Competition got me on that bullshit they like pushing out a baby for an ungrateful motherfucker. Like you done pushed out a baby and this person do not care at all. Like I went to a friend's where she was having a baby like a while ago, a long time ago, and her baby father, and I think I spoke about this before. He was there, but he was asleep. He was asleep, and it was time to push. So when it was time to push, the nurses kept trying to get him up. I kept trying to get him up. He was acting like we was bothering him, and he never got up. And so I had to go hold her leg up for the father. And what make it even worse is that she ended up having to get a C-section, and he was the only one who can go back there with her. That pissed me off. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm surprised he put on the shit to go in the thing. But the game made that song dedicated to hoes like that. Yeah, it's a mess. It's really a mess. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Labor is so like intense. Like you really need that support. So the fact that people just having babies by anybody is like appalling to me. It's like, I mean, I get it. Like it's so many ways to hustle. It's so many ways like to be a boss ass motherfucker. Like you really don't. Like I'm the kind of person that's willing to struggle. Like before I let anybody feel like, like they gotta take care of me, or they gotta one up on me or something. Like nah, like even if you got me, like I want to have me too. Like I want to make sure I got the family too. Like I don't want to be taken care of. And that just sound crazy. Like people probably be like, oh, if you was in a position like to be taken care of, you would. No, I wouldn't, because it's not in my, that's not in me. I always, like, my mother, we not that close, right this second, but she always, was a person that got stuff on her own. They ain't really need no dude to make it happen for her. And that's the thing, like, my vision is real big, and I also come with that work ethic that my mother had. Dude said that kid better get his shit together and come out. Hey, and to this day, I ran into the girl at the grocery store, and I was like, oh, so how's the father? Like, is he around? And she was like, no. She said her daughter, because she had a girl, her daughter hasn't seen him in years. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. You got a baby and your baby just out in the world? Like, the fuck? Like, see, that's the kind of people, like, at least evaluate who is baby daddy material. Like, at the least, if you are confused, like, if you just really love this motherfucker and you confused on anything, let it not be confusion on, like, how he values women, like, how he, like, pay attention to how he treats his mom, like, pay attention to how he treat other women. Like, you just gotta pay attention. Like, 'cause to take it that far and have a baby by somebody who treats you bad, that mental freaking stress and mental abuse gonna get to you. That mental abuse gonna be making you feel like shit, because you gonna be like, damn, now I got this baby by somebody who don't give a fuck. And that's the thing. A lot of people, I don't know what they going off of. Maybe they just going off of love. They already done fell in love. But I feel like before love, it is some red flags. Like, to people who really ain't, trying to be something for you or be something for your kids. You could kind of see that in the beginning, And people like to let that shit slide. Nah, don't let that shit slide, because that's a red flag. That red flag gonna turn into a big ass red flag in the future. So go ahead, keep playing around. Your life gonna be all in shambles, and you gonna be crying and by yourself and trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. Like, you gotta at least have some. You shouldn't. If you have a living, breathing baby daddy on earth like this, just walking around, living his best life, paying his bills, it's no way you should have to ask another motherfucker to take care of your child. It's no way in hell. You should not have to do that. And I don't care how none of these, because say if I post this on YouTube, it's gonna be people that feel a certain kind of way. That sound like a personal problem. That sound like somebody that's guilty and need to be taking care of their responsibilities. Because the fuck, you shouldn't have no kids on this earth. And what the fuck is you doing? Mom, bitches at the party. That was personal. That wasn't personal because I got a trifling baby daddy, because my baby daddy is pristine. This motherfucker care about his kids, like, love, adore, everything. Don't play with it. Come on, baby, don't play with it. Like, don't play with it. And I don't feel like playing no games. I feel like love. I feel like relationships. I feel like caring about somebody is effortless. It don't take shit. When you actually love and care about somebody, like, it's not no question. But I don't know what it seems like. Seeing it from a woman's perspective, certain women said they don't want nothing to do with someone that completely disown the people they know their whole life, because they scared that it might leave. That they might leave with insurance. No, if you just tell people, like, it's a lot of family members I don't talk to, and it's not no hard feelings or nothing like that. It just is what it is. I'm living my life, and if somebody want to be a part of it, then we gotta both try hard to make that happen. But with some people, it's just, you just can't. Some people don't never change. Some people don't want to change. And they want you to adjust to change the way they want you to be. But you got to be yourself. You should not have to adjust for nobody. But I feel like people be quick to judge, and you should let people explain depending on the situation. Like, say, I feel like important questions you should ask right away, like on the, maybe not on the first date. But I don't know. I feel like maybe you should talk on the phone, like be old school, talk on the phone for hours, like and really get to know this person. If you talk on the phone like a teenager for hours and hours and hours, like every night, like you getting off of work and you just talking to this person for hours and hours, you gonna find out something. You could tell. Like, can't nobody keep just lying like that. Like, and then you can see how consistent their answers are. And if you don't agree with how they answering them, or this sounds sketchy, then ask them about that. Like, why it sound like you lying? Like, why it sound like you're not telling the truth about that? Because you just said this. Why are you saying this? And if they don't have a good excuse, then fuck that shit. Like, it's so many people out here in the world. Like, you should not be in no situation where you got to be skeptical or questionable. And if you bring it up to the person, they should be quick to solve the problem instead of just trying to, like, push you away. I'm like, oh, nah, like, that's what's wrong with y'all women. Y'all crazy. I can't stand a man that's quick to say all women is crazy. Like, why you so hurt? Why you so hurt, baby? What's wrong with you? Why you so hurt? These men, it's a difference. Like, I feel like, oh, girl, you so crazy. Like, women, we a little crazy. But it's to be expected. It's a certain level of crazy that you get to that's like, oh, nah. Like, then I feel like you could call them crazy. Like, oh, you really crazy. Like, you doing anything. But, Galaxy. Men are tame. Nah, nope, no. Mm-mm. See, you can't speak for all men. You can't speak for all men because you can't speak for all men though, because men really be off the chain. Like, y'all, he's so cute. No, he gone. He gone. He gone. He I don't know what he doing, but child. When you see somebody crazy, I know it probably seem enticing because you're like, damn, they crazy as fuck. Like, that's a little, like you said, sexy a little bit. But when it get crazy, like, you gotta reevaluate what the fuck you talking about. You gotta reevaluate, like, damn, But yeah, yeah, like you said, like, it goes both ways. Yeah, it does. It does. You just gotta be smart, man. You just gotta be smart. You gotta be smart. And then you can't be like super vulnerable and stuff. Like, when you get in situations, you just can't be vulnerable. You gotta be thinking like with your clear mind. Know what the fuck you doing. That's just like trying to talk to somebody when you intoxicated. Like, getting somebody number and they drunk. Like, you know. But yeah, it does go both ways though. It goes both ways.